Hello and welcome. My name is Debbie Reed. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today I'm going to show you how to make this card. I was planning on showing you this card in December. I did have company November and December, and then I ended up getting sick and I've sort of been out of commission. But now it's a new year and I'm back to normal and back to my new routine. So hopefully I will get some more videos out soon, and let's get started on making this card. This card, by the way, is from the Feels Like Frost Designer Series paper. I don't know if it's going to come back in the new catalog or not, but I do know right now it's not available. And the shimmer part of the card is made right here with the Sparkle Glimmer paper. This paper is absolutely beautiful paper and it's very sturdy. And so let me just show you what we're going to need to make the card. You're going to need a piece of Seaside spray card base, 2 pieces of purple posy, and then Whisper White cardstock and silver foil. And we're going to be using dies that I also don't know if they're still available, but oh my gosh, if you did get your hands on this die set, it is beautiful. And because it has snowflakes on the die, I'm going to show you how you could actually use this without having it. Let me show you what I'm talking about with this already pre-die cut piece. So this is a snowflake, and then you also have a snowflake up here. I'm going to show you if you were to take this die and cut it with a different piece of paper. So now the snowflakes aren't as noticeable. Let's turn it this way. So there's a snowflake up here and there's a snowflake down here. But if you were to actually take paper, you know, like a floral arrangement, and actually cover this, let me just kind of show you real quickly. And then maybe stick some leaves in here. Whoops, I dropped it. Here we go. You would never know that that's a snowflake. You would just think it's part of the foliage. So enough of that. Let me get started with the card. So I just wanted to show you that you can actually take a die that's actually seasonal and make it not be seasonal. You could actually do that same die with fall foliage, anything. Anyway, so we're going to take our piece of Seaside spray, fold it in half. As always, we use our bone folder to give a nice crease. It just helps the card lay down flat. Okay, what I did is I used the Falling Softly embossing folder, and I have everything pre-cut because I did use these in class, and so I needed to have things pre-cut. So this card will go together really, really quick because we're not embossing and die cutting. It would probably take you another 5 or 10 minutes to cut those pieces if you decided to make this. Okay, we are going to glue the Whisper White, already embossed in the Falling Softly folder, and glue it to the purple posy. I'm giving this just about an 1/8 or a 1/16 of an inch border, only because I like to have more color, and this gives it a pop of color when it's on the Seaside spray. So we're going to put this on there, and you don't need a lot of glue when you use the Mono Tombow glue. Oops, my glue's running out. And you do want to stay off of the edge when you're gluing because you don't want the glue oozing off the side. So we're going to glue this to our card base. There we go. I guess that looks good. All right. Now, this is where the fun begins. I took the paper from the Designer Series paper, Feels Like Frost, and I used this die that goes with the set. It has the stitching on there. Love this. And I ended up, excuse me, I ended up cutting a piece of silver foil paper, and we're going to overlay this on there. And when you are gluing to this to foil paper, you really don't want to fuss with it a lot because it will stick pretty quickly, but it slides. So when you're putting it on, you just pretty much want to just get it placed and put it aside and let it dry. It doesn't take much to dry. Just give it a little press and put it aside. Okay, now we're going to take the other piece of purple posy. We are going to use some punches, the 1 1/4 punch, and I also used pre-punched already, the 1 3/8. I think it was called the scallop punch. So we're going to take this and line this up. I just want to get this punched on this upper corner, and I just line this edge with the edge of the punch and give it a punch. And then we're going to take this that we just punched out. Don't throw this away, we're going to use it still. We are going to take, oh, let me show you what I'm using so we're going to use the Just For You sentiment, and that is coming from the Dear Doily stamp set. I love this stamp set. It's a retired one. I love it, and I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. I just love it. And we are also going to use the Enjoy Life stamp set. We're using the Love You sentiment for the inside. So we're going to use Gorgeous Grape, and that's for the sentiment for the front of the card. I'll just stamp that. There we go. And while we're at it, let's use the sentiment for the inside of the card. Oh, wrong one. Silly me. We're going to use the Love You, and it's going to come down here on the bottom, and I do like it to be lined up somewhat, so it will be right there. And then you still have room for your name on the bottom. Okay, that's good for the inside. We're going to take our sentiment that we just stamped. We're going to glue the back to another silver foil that was punched out. Once again, you're going to kind of just place it down and let it just sit. Okay, we're done with the ink. Now to put the card together, we're going to take this beautiful foliage. I like the leaves going up on my card, so you could actually have it this way. You could have it this way if you would like, but it just made more sense to me having the leaves going up. So we're going to take this and we're going to glue the piece that now is with the designer series paper or in the foil. We're going to put it on this beautiful glimmer paper. And get that straight. I think this is so pretty. So I was really hesitant about making this card, but we still have snow here in Kingston, Idaho, so I thought, you know what, why not? And it's actually going to be sent to somebody that lives in a snow area as well, so I have no problem still making this winterish card. Plus it's still winter, so not everybody has snow. I have a friend in Arizona, and I know I wouldn't send this to her. But if you live in a snow-belt area, this is really pretty. Okay, isn't that gorgeous? Oh, love it. I wish you could see it in person with all that shimmer. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. Okay, now with the set, we have these dies, and it'll punch 2 dies at a time. And let me just show you something too. When you are using the shimmer paper, it's a 12 by 12, and this die will actually, because it's big, I think it was like 3 3/4, and so you're able to get 4 dies off of a sheet. I think maybe 6. I'm thinking it was 4, but I don't know. Anyway, you're going to have like a strip of 2-inch paper on the bottom, and that's just enough to go across the bottom and cut the snowflakes. So you will pretty much use a whole sheet if you're making 4 to 6 cards. So now to put the snowflakes on, we're going to a tiny bit of glue. You don't need a lot. I basically just dab a tiny in the center, and I like this offset. So you could put the snowflake on straight like that. I like it offset. It's just me. So you could do whatever you'd like. And this one we're going to put down on the bottom a tiny bit. Just same thing. I'm going to offset it down here too. I don't know. Oh, this one wants to go straight. We're going to make this one go straight. Change my mind. We can do that. Okay. We are allowed to change our mind. And now I am going to put some rhinestones in the center, and then put a rhinestone in the center of this one. And then on the inside of our card, we're going to put a little piece that we punched out. We're going to glue that to the inside. Okay. Right there. And you probably already guessed, we're going to put a snowflake in the center of that circle. And then we'll put a rhinestone in there as well. Cute, huh? And this is really, the simplicity of this card is actually quick, easy, and it just has kind of a beautiful look. So you'd write on the purple posy, there's your little inside, and then we need to just put our sentiment on the front, and we are done. Just that simple. So 2 little dimensionals on the little circle. Take our little tabs off. And we're going to put this right down here on this corner. Isn't this just sweet? I love it. And just to finish it off, of course, you have to have a little bling on the sentiment too. So that will go right there. And we are done with our card. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you will give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I hope you will go and make something uniquely wonderful yourself. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.